Good evening, everyone. The time is 6:09. I'm going to go ahead and call roll to see if we have established a go team forum. Good evening. I'm sorry, you all. I had to mute the YouTube. So I need to call roll to see if we have established a quorum for tonight so that we can move forward with tonight's meeting. Thank you all so much for being present. I will start by calling Waukesha Howe, Natalie Patterson, Yolandria Montfort, Lucia Francois, Billy Manuel,
Here.
okay, Courtney Roberts. I think I see Courtney
Present.
Roberts here.
I'm
Okay.
present.
Thank you. Tierra Hill, Latrice Weaver,
Present.
David Daniels.
Here.
Okay, and I think I see Tierra Hill coming in. And if she's coming in, I think we will have established a quorum for tonight. Tierra Hill, we are calling roll. Are you present this evening?
Yes.
All right. So team, we have established a Go Team forum and I will proceed with our budget finalization presentation for this evening. Give me just a moment to share my screen. I apologize. This is our Carver Early College FY27 budget finalization meeting. The agenda is as follows. We will approve the agenda, approval of previous minutes, final budget recommendation, discussion items, presentation of the final budget recommendation, information items, principals report. Elementary schools have discussed their math curriculum choice, the CAT meeting report, which includes the East Blast 2027 priorities, strategic plans, cross collaboration, and any committee reports. Then we will have time for announcements and public comment. At this time, I would like to propose that we vote to adopt the agenda with one previous addendum to the agenda. Since I don't see our secretary here, I would like to ask that in lieu of approval of the previous minutes at our spring Go Team meeting, we revisit the the approval of the previous minutes. So at this time, I would need a motion to, a movement to adopt the agenda for the evening.
I motion.
I hear a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Okay, the motion carries and we will adopt the agenda with the addendum to approve the previous minutes at the next meeting. Now we will discuss our norms. Are you all able to see the norms on this slide? I have two screens up. I just want to make sure everybody's able to follow.
No, we just see the first page, Carver College FY 27 budget.
Okay, let me stop sharing for a second so I can correct that. Thank you. Okay. Now do you all see it?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am, we see the PowerPoint.
Okay.
Yes.
This is a meeting of the GO team. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public present are here to quietly observe. We will follow the agenda as noticed to the public and stay on task. We invite and welcome contributions of every member and listen to each other. We will respect all ideas and assume good intentions. So the overview of the FY 27 Go Team budget process is as follows. In step one, we did our finalizing and we did our strategic plan and ranked our objectives. Then I had to attend a budget-wide allocation training. It was also made available to all of the members on the Go Team. Then we had in step three, principals and associate superintendent discussions. In step four, you all gave feedback to the budget. Step five, the superintendent reviewed it. Step six, I had my conferencing with my staffing conferences with HR to talk about the changes. And here we are in step seven with the budget finalization meeting. What is the budget finalization meeting? During this meeting, Go teams will review all components of the budget, which should be updated based on feedback from the cluster superintendent and key leaders. After review, Go teams will take action, in other words, vote on the FY 27 budget. Principals will present the final budget recommendation for the Go team's approval. All approval meetings must be held after staffing conferences. Budgets must be approved by March 13th. So we don't have any budget updates. What we discussed in our last meeting, actually, there are no changes. Where we stand as a school as of today, we are projected to have 463 scholars at Carver Early College on next school year. And you will see per pupil that will take us to $12,393, $2,000 and for instruction. Per pupil, $2,295 for pupil services. And then school administration at $2,021, maintenance and operation, $816, $624 for school safety and security, and $15 per child for transportation. Okay. If you look at the FY 2027 budget by function, you will see the majority of the money that is spent in the budget. This is the big blue part of the circle. 68% is going directly for instruction at Carver Early College to support our scholars. Now we will go back and we will now officially vote on the budget, and I will go back to it so that you can see it. So where we will be for the 2027 school year will be $8,475,166 at a total of $18,305 per pupil. At this time, we will need to take action, which is to vote on the FY 27 budget. I will need someone to Motion, then a second, and then we can have additional discussion if necessary.
We vote on the 26, was it 26, 20,
26, 27.
26, 27 budget?
You motion to approve it?
Yeah, I motion to approve the 26, 27 budget.
Okay,
I second that motion.
okay. The motion carries. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Any abstentions? The motion carries and the budget is adopted for the 2027 school year. Now we will go into our information items, and this will include the principal's report. Of course, I'm in high school, so we won't have the math curriculum choice, but we will discuss the CAT meeting report, which includes the priorities, the cross collaboration, and we don't have any committees here. So, I'm trying to get to the SPLOST for you guys. Here we go. In January, when we talked, so where we are right now in the district, you all, I'm sorry, let me go back one slide. This is just going to talk about East Plus and strategic planning and cross collaboration. So you all, when we, in January through March of 2026, APS staff and leaderships has started to talk about recommendations of development across the district. In February through May, there are community engagement meetings, including you may be getting information around the Accelerate APS series, cluster advisory meetings, teacher advisory, and student advisory. These committees together make up some of the planning and the redistricting thought processes for the leaders. In March through April, they are presenting the eSPLOS proposal to the Board of Education. In April through October, the non-SPLOST dependent redistricting for the 27-28 school year will be discussed. In this June, the Board of Education will adopt the eSPLOST 2027 referendum and call for a vote. July through October 2026, the website of eSPLOST 2027 information will be posted. November 3rd, 2026, the eSPLOST 2027 vote on referendum. In November and December 2026, first and second reads of non-SPLOST dependent redistricting and begin redistricting based on 2027 SPLOST projects. If eSPLOST 2027 passes, collections start. So as we plan for eSPLOST 2027, which capital improvement projects do you think have the greatest impact on our students? Is it construction, renovation, infrastructure improvements, athletics, safety, security, technology, transportation, nutrition, and why? And so what we'll have to do is look at those 6 areas and prioritize our top 3. And this is our opportunity to discuss them now. And anyone can open up.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ms. Tucker.
And Mrs. Tucker,
Hello. I definitely think that a priority needs to be safety and security.
okay,
Just things that are happening within the community, and just to give the students a better sense of safety.
okay. So one of our top 3 would be safety and security. Does any other Go Team member have a suggestion about the second top priority?
Hi, this is Lucia. I have a question. What do they have definitions, or like what's the focus area? Because I know we mentioned safety and security, and then of course we have facilities and infrastructure, but do they have any definition for these? Like what is the actual focal area when we talk about facilities and infrastructure? What is there a specific area that we're talking about when we talk about technology, or is it just general as to what we define technology need of the school is?
So right now, that's a great question. The only information I have is just the general terms. I
Okay,
can dig a little deeper and find out if they have specific things that they are looking into up under each one of those bulleted points, just to be clear and provide you with an answer. So I'll put an asterisk there for our
okay.
next meeting. Okay?
Well, with just understanding of the general terms, I would say facilities infrastructure, students should feel good as to where they're coming to school and making sure they have, and that's part of safety, right? Making sure that the building is safe for them to come in, that the infrastructure is there to support instructional learning.
I agree.
Hello everyone, my name is Billy Manuel.
Hi, Billy.
And for the third one, I would definitely say transportation because as a student who has rid the bus before, um, I do think every day that will help attendance, the CPR rate if students had a huge infrastructure of how to get to school every day.
Okay, so are you saying like for scholars who may live in, say that you're on a general administrative transfer and you are choosing to be at Carver Early College, but you're coming from another school in a district. Maybe there are hubs that can take you, like once we go into the school choice early college model in the 27-28 school year, there will be hubs. So scholars have an opportunity to get here as opposed to their parents having to bring them.
Definitely. I feel like sometimes students for themselves with their parents could want to choose for their child to do early college in advance of for other people. And I think if they have the opportunity, instead of their parents having to prioritize them going to school and like getting in conflict with work, that could really help. So yes.
So team, are there any, go ahead.
Hi, this is Courtney Roberts. I
Hi,
have a question
Courtney. Miss
hey,
Roberts.
I just want to piggyback on what Billy mentioned about transportation. Would this be something that it'll be like a Carver focus thing or a district wide focus thing as far as transporting the because my child is on a admin transfer. So would this come out of Carver specific budget or is this a suggestion for the whole APS
Suggestion for all
system?
of APS, this East
Okay.
Plus money and where it's going.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like that
Mhm.
idea to have, a hub for parents who choose to go to a different school district, a different school that's not in zone, so they can have, guaranteed transportation for their children.
Okay. So team, is it fair to say that we are prioritizing safety and security, facilities and infrastructure, transportation and transportation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. And if we look ahead to 2032, um, are there any, and I'm just being honest, y'all, think about the Carver campus right now. Let us just talk about Carver and thinking about your, you know, advocacy for Carver campus, Carver Early College. What are one or two physical changes or capital projects that would make you feel East Blast was a success if we think about our campus?
I want to
And
go first. Oh, I'm
okay.
sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing for me that always scares me, the windows. Like, of course, like unfortunately, we live in a world where we've heard about these shootings and whatnot. So what always scares me is the fact that I can't necessarily, or anybody can't get out of a window if need be, in a situation like that. But I still do understand the security measure of, what if a teacher leaves a window open or something like that overnight. But just the windows, having some more escapability, and then maybe some more security on like maybe that back door or something like that, where my class is. So
Okay.
yeah, maybe like an extra little security door we have to put in our card twice potentially. I'm not sure.
I like that. Okay.
Okay, I don't know if this really falls into infrastructure, but our courtyard is very like beautiful. as a senior, we have been looking into like donating more benches for like our senior gift. So I think that could help if we have like, we invest more into like the courtyard.
I love that idea. Well, one thing I'm going to say, I would love to see um, more innovative classrooms as we think about moving toward a tighter early college model and thinking about the top college majors and what we would have to prepare our children for, thinking about the health related fields and thinking about the technology fields and cybersecurity or some of the other opportunities there. And then I also think about, so that's my first one. And then my second one, y'all, is that gymnasium. I believe
Yeah.
I
wholeheartedly
definitely
that
agree.
athletics for a high school experience to me is very important. And I'm not saying the participation of everyone in athletics, but the opportunity to participate in athletics and for it to look and feel as great and as equitable as possible. I don't love it when my children walk into other schools in other areas and they look around the gymnasium like um just totally, in awe about what though the experience is there at those schools. When I'm looking, I know that $18,000 per child is not a huge amount of money when we say per pupil, but when I think about $18,000 and I think about the talent and the teachers that we have and the coaches that we have, I think that we can still give our children a phenomenal experience on the campus. And so I wouldn't just say our gymnasium, that I would say the other physical change would be to any of our athletic facilities on this campus, I would really want to see improved.
That would be my vote as well. And also, I know y'all are doing some renovations on Leet Halls, so maybe some more innovative technology. So those are the two main places I see when I come to the school: the gymnasium and Leet Hall. And I agree with you. Even just going to different APS gymnasiums when we play basketball, just to see the difference in their gyms versus ours, it's quite astounding.
I like the idea about the elite hall too, because as a theater major who's going to go to college, I feel like with the elite hall being what adding more advancements to the elite hall will allow us to use more with the drama club that we once had before. And also touching on athletics, I know as a student who was doing cheer, walking into those big people gymnasiums, I'm like, wow, we produce some of the best talented athletes. So just imagine if they had the equipment that they deserve.
Yep. Okay. I think I went a little bit out of order here, team. So I'm going to go over to my principal's report, and this is Autism Awareness Week. Mrs. Tucker, I pulled this together. I was trying to get the individual pictures off of your Twitter page, but just looking at some of the great pictures that we've been taking this week and wearing the different colors. And the sock day was on yesterday. um, the entire school is standing behind our autism scholars this year and we do it every year, and we come together and really celebrate Autism Awareness Week. We have a phenomenal autism and regional unit here at Carver Early College. They do a great job of educating our scholars, and our children and the general ed population do a great job, I believe, in making the scholars feel very included in the daily activities of Carver Early College. Mrs. Tucker, would you like to say anything else about Autism Awareness Week?
It has been absolutely amazing. This year, we had sensory, Miss Charleston and some of the other teachers put sensory tables together to give some of the general ed students an idea of some of the sensory issues that our students go through. And they were quite amazed at that, but they have always been over accommodating and overprotective of our students and that population. And I couldn't ask for a better school to have my students at.
Great, I'm glad. The next picture that I have here, team, yesterday, the Carver Cluster Foundation presented us with a grant to go toward our scorers table in the gymnasium so that our boys basketball team and our volleyball team can have an actual scorers table and not that regular 6-foot table that you see that we've been doing a makeshift table. So this will go into the gymnasium in the fall of 2026. We are very pleased. Miss Adi Golston and I worked on this grant, and we are extremely excited to have the Carver Cluster Foundation support us once more. Then I have just a snapshot here of the SGA at the APS council meeting last month. And there were so many wonderful pictures of how our scholars represented us well at this district-wide event. We even had one of our alum, Annie Ware, who was present, and she was a panelist. Miss Roberts, Kobe never came to see me for his picture. So when he does, let him know I still can't wait to post him. He should be
Now
in
he
this
told
picture.
me he told me that he did it, so I'm gonna get on him. I
Oh,
asked him, I said he does not want to take the picture. He said
so,
he was against being a part of this, and now he don't want to even take the picture. I'm gonna get
oh
on him.
my gosh.
He's out shopping for a prom tuxedo right now, so I'll when he
Okay.
gets home, I'll make sure he
Okay.
does it.
So we have a group of esteemed EC scholars here that you see. They are first place APS District Science Fair winners for the 2026 school year. And then finally, I want to congratulate Mr. Daniels, who's on, and his debate team as they scored very big in their last state competition a couple weekends ago. And Mr. Daniels, if you will come off mute and just tell us a little bit about some of your successes.
Awesome. Good evening, everybody, again. So we just had the debate championship. All I can say is this season has really been beautiful to watch. A lot of kids this year were new to debate, so it was really awesome just to see new people come in, new kids come in, and get excited about it. A lot of them were kind of dating the program, but after a while they started to lock in, and once they got to the actual competitions, they began to fall in love with it. And another thing that I love was we had a couple of seniors that came on board this year, and as soon as they got to their first competition, like I was saying, like they absolutely loved it. So we had four graduating seniors who were also able to get their honor cords. Jaron Jones, we had Jasper Chabon, we had Rodarius Cohen, and then Janiyah Outlaw. And at the very last debate, everybody placed. We had students placing in the top 5 in the novice division, top 10 teams in the JV division, and then we next year for the very first time we're going to have some varsity members. So I'm just super excited to see the program growing. We have a camp that I was telling Dr. Rogers about that's coming up this summer as well, where I'll be going to Emory University with 4 of our debaters, and they're going to get trained on the new topic for next season. So just super excited about debate and excited about, next year and everything our kids are doing.
I'm excited, and kudos and congratulations to you as well.
Mr. Rogers, I would like to add for the principal report that we
Okay.
have 3 Grady TELP scholars who will be doing the internship for Grady, and we have Jaron Jones, who's currently studying abroad at Spain.
Yeah, so I have a picture of him as well that Miss Davenport took for me yesterday. So I'm gonna post that on my social media also. So Jaron Jones was selected, and they got picked up yesterday to participate in the district study abroad program, and he is headed to Spain. The next thing that I want to highlight is that the class of 2026 has earned $38 million in scholarships as of today, which is almost double the 20 million that the class of 2024 earned earned a couple of years ago. So the record that 2024 put in place has been removed. It's been beaten. That's what records are for. And I'm so happy about what is in store for the scholars. What I'm really pleased about here is the fact that every scholar in the class who wants to go to college, my counseling team has been adamant about bringing in colleges to really to be inclusive of all learning styles, to be inclusive of all interests, academic prowess, and all of those things combined. And I'm very proud of the class of 2026 for such an accomplishment. And then we want to congratulate our Teacher of the Year and our Go Team member, Mrs. Tucker. She was voted by her peers as the Teacher of the Year for 2026. How appropriate is it that the sitting teacher of the year is on the call and the incoming teacher of the year is on the call? I can't say anything more about what Mrs. Tucker does to go above and beyond for the children in her autism unit at early college. And not only that, to give voice and advocacy to all of the children here, to make them aware of the differences that exist within learners, the differences that exist in society, and to keep them grounded and remind them of the importance of lifting each other up. She is always working to make sure that resources are made available, not only to the children that she serves, but in the other two classrooms as well. She is also making sure that she connects with parents and informs them and educates them as much as she possibly can. So we are so excited and look forward to celebrating her very soon.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Congratulations. So I think I've already gone through that piece of it for us today. Are there any announcements? Any other announcements that I may have missed?
Yes. Did want to
Okay.
come and share the results from I remember last meeting we
Are you there, Latrice?
hold on, I don't think you can hear me. Hold on, let me take my
Okay.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I remember last meeting we had went over the list of possible electives that could be added next year.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the Google form and I have the results from them. So I just wanted to
Oh,
kind of share.
wonderful. Okay, share what you have.
Okay. The four electives that we had were dance, theater, culinary arts, and fashion.
Dance, theater,
Culinary arts and
culinary
fashion.
arts, and fashion.
Yes.
Now, are they ranked in order already? So is dance first, theater second, culinary
Yes.
third? Okay, so these are ranked. So I'm glad that you're saying that, because as I'm thinking about how I can be creative if I have any additional funding, as I shared with you all, even if there's an opportunity to hire like a part-time teacher or an hourly teacher, I would definitely want to expand some course offerings to you all to make the high school experience more enjoyable for you. So I will take this back to my team. Can I ask this question? Is by any chance is chorus an option?
It wasn't on the list, but yes, it can be an option.
Okay. And if it were an option, where would it fall in order here, Latrice?
I really think chorus could fall up under theater.
Okay.
Or no, I actually think it could fall up under dance because I feel like a lot of kids would like chorus because I feel like it goes hand in hand with band a little bit.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And I appreciate you all for following up on that for me. So dance.
Oh wait, no, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm incorrect. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
But that's not the correct order. I'm so sorry. The correct
Okay.
order is culinary arts, dance, theater, then fashion. I just looked
Culinary
at it.
arts. Okay. Culinary arts. Dance. Theater. Okay. I got it. I'll be meeting with the admin team about some options. I know Miss Roberts, you shared, Mrs. Roberts, you shared last night at the junior parent meeting. Dr. Landsman said about your interest in work-based learning. So I'm also looking at my budget too, to see how I can include that for some of the seniors who may want to go to college halftime and work halftime, part-time and work part-time. So I'm looking to see if I have any wiggle room in the budget for that as well. And if I do, then I will definitely come back to the Go team and let you all know about any updates that would need to be made.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Y'all know what I forgot to put pictures up about? I forgot to talk about the wonderful Women's History Month program that we had. It was phenomenal. I mean, my Mrs. Dennis, Miss Tutt, Miss Trotty, Miss Calakengo, and everyone who was on the staff, Mr. Buford, everyone who was on the committee did a phenomenal job, really bringing in some professional women and providing them with some accolades. And then, of course, Mrs. Tucker was our surprised teacher that was exalted and celebrated on that day. Mrs. Tucker, it was a secret because the girls vote on the female teacher in the building or the female professional in the building that they want to celebrate. So it's always, we always kind of hold that information tight until the day of. So congratulations to you again on that as well.
Thank you. It definitely was a surprise. Definitely was a surprise. But I was honored. I felt very honored.
Very well deserved. Like this is your moment, Mrs. Tucker. Like it's one of those, like this your season. You know what I'm saying? It's like when it's your season, it's your season,
Yeah, one more hurdle, May 9th, and
And
that'll
we're
be the end
there.
of that year. Yes.
Okay, so guys, remember now, this slide is here in this particular presentation tonight because we're behind with this meeting. Remember, we couldn't get a quorum 2 times. So we've already gotten our candidates filled. Our 2 parent seats they're not filled. They are, we have our candidates. And so we will be voting on those candidates very soon. Okay.
Were we able to get Mr. Buford to agree?
I don't think he is one of the candidates.
Okay.
I don't think he's one of the candidates right now. All right, team. Well, that concludes all that I have for today. There is an appendix, and what I will need to do is go back and update the budget feedback presentation that we went through at our last meeting for you, and I will let you all know when it's there. And if there is nothing left, if nothing else that we need to discuss, then I want to thank you so much for your time tonight. And I would like to state that we bring the meeting to a close, and I would just need someone to motion and second. I vote that we bring the budget finalization meeting for the 2027 school year Go Team meeting to a close.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The motion carries, and this meeting is adjourned. Have a good night, y'all.
Good night. Congrats again, Ms. Tucker. So proud of you.
Good night.
Well
Thank you,
deserved.
Mr. Daniels. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.